Hi, hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin, and in this video we're going to have a look at Variational. It's been 24 hours since the last video and the journey is continuing fast. Why am I farming the Variational Perpdex airdrop? What is the potential and what more has been going on? Quite a bit actually. As you can see, I have basically more than doubled my volume compared to yesterday. So I'm over $2 million worth of volume right now at the bronze tier, on my way to the silver tier. I've also fortunately made up a good part of the money that I lost initially. So if you recall, I think I was minus 4,000. Then last night I messed up some other things. I was like minus 6,000, and now I'm back at about 9,000. And that has to do with the Zcash drop that I basically took nice advantage of. I also made a sheet basically to keep a little bit of track of what I'm doing. So I'm still in the green. I haven't updated it yet for today because I'm not done trading, but let's say like this. Okay, so I'm just down, what was it? 8.9K, right? The other way around. Okay, so I'm totally up 16K over the last, let's say 3 months-ish. Very good, very happy with the results thus far, not doing anything too crazy. So what have I actually been doing? Well, shorting this basically on a 1 minute chart all the way since this morning. Fortunately for me, I walk my dog at like 6:10 a.m. every morning. So before I went out, got dressed. And before I went out actually, so I got dressed and before I went out I opened the short, which was actually like somewhere here, somewhere more here, like must have been like 6:15, 6:20, something like that. And then yeah, there was a big crash that I took advantage of basically when I just got back from the gym, and then basically it just kept going. So here I got liquidated once, so I did small trades. So what I did originally was open the trade, let it run, close it, just to stack the volume, right? Open it again, the short, close it. And that was very successful. So most of the money was accumulated from this period all the way to this period. And then here, obviously, it went wrong a couple of times. So I think my portfolio reached like 12K, then I kind of blew another 3K by just not knowing what I'm doing, right? As I've said, but that was really successful. So that was really good, right? And that basically resulted in the points are going to be delivered in the next 10 hours, right? So tomorrow morning when I wake up, I will see where it's at. But yeah, 2.16 million in volume for this week, which I think is pretty good. Received me the bronze tier, so now I have loss refunds on only 0.5% odds. And some bonus points being earned. So I think it's pretty good. My referral link is active. So if you want to use that, I will leave it in the description down below. But as you can see, you don't get much of a bonus because I'm still processing. It's funny, interesting that the fee saved, it shows to a Binance regular user over $1,000 in fee saved. And that basically really shows the difference between trading on a zero fee Perpdex compared to a centralized exchange. And overall, today was just like, I think, a bad day for the market, right? If you look at Bitcoin kind of, if I put it on a 30-minute chart, it's easier to see. This is basically from yesterday, right? All the way to today, so it moved. We had this like pump going on here, which gave a lot of people hope, right? The meme coins had a good run. Everybody was smoking that hopium, basically thinking like, oh, we're going to go back to 100K. And then it pulled down. What I've noticed, because I'm not here to trade to make money, right? If we make a little bit of money, that's nice. I know I will never place any significant big bets to make big money. I'm here to farm these points. And what I've noticed is that it's a lot easier for me to feel comfortable timing things in shorting things than placing longs. Every time I'm placing longs, I'm kind of doing it wrong. And as of today, I've been basically playing with like a 5% stop loss, 10% stop loss. So Bitcoin, it was 5%, and then Zcash, it's like 10% because it's a little bit more volatile, sometimes 15%, but small trades. So I do 25x cross because they don't. I like to do isolated, but they don't have it here yet. So 25x and then I do basically 50,000, which is the maximum, which is like $2,000 worth of your margin, right? And that's basically what I've been doing every single time fixed. Whenever I had profits, I didn't double down on the profits. I just kept it the same, and it's worked pretty well. So that's one part on variational that I've been focused on. What I did today, Zcash, I think we're going to get a decent amount of points for that 2 million. Profitable trading as well, so I'm not just wash trading, let's say 50 million worth of volume, opening, closing, just spending money on the spread. I'm actually here, I don't want to say mimicking real trades, but that's what I'm pursuing, right? Another strategy, so I signed up for Grvt, apparently that's how it's pronounced. I know I butchered it the other day, but I saw it on Twitter. They would like it pronounced as Grvt. So I run a delta neutral strategy here, really small. So I deposited $1,000. It's minus $20 right now in the P&L. And on extended, I have the other one, which is up 20, right? So that delta neutral is basically working pretty well. Just to get us in volume. I've been asking around on Twitter what the idea is about resetting the volume. I mean, do I just keep it open? What do? I don't know. Should I close and open positions every hour, every 3 hours, every 12 hours, every 24 hours? I'm not able to get a clear answer from people on that. What yields the most points? Because that's what I'm after at the end of the day. So what I'm doing is I'm doing it once every 24 hours, just resetting the positions. I hope that's the right thing to do. I will keep you guys posted, I guess. If you have the answer, feel free to tell me down in the comments below. I would really appreciate that, what you're doing and why you're doing it that way. But I'm doing at the moment once every 24 hours. So on the points, I think the points for next emission every Tuesday. Today it's Thursday, so another week to go basically for Grvt. I basically joined on the day, one day after they distributed the points. On extended, the points to Gen 5th, so it would run Gen 5 to Gen 12, which is another 4 days. So variational is the next one for the points, being distributed in 10 hours. That's the one that I've now been active on for about 5 days or 6 days. So I look forward to 4 or 5 days. Yeah, I look forward to seeing, I wanted to have like 10 points on my volume from yesterday. So maybe 10-15 points, I'll be happy. I've been also going a little bit deeper in terms of what does it mean, what's available, right? Because things are moving so quick at the moment. And I click through some of these like Pacifica, there's another one like EdgeX. Some of them I really didn't like. So this is EdgeX. I really like this one in terms of setup and liquidity is pretty good. So if you go to here, let's say Zcash, yeah, and you want to do 50x, I'm not the degenerate that would do 50x, but your total volume position is 5K, which basically means that's $100, right? In terms of margin, that doesn't really make much sense. I found the speed spot at like 25 or 20, where it's like 100K, so this is a 5K position net, which would make more sense for me. If they would be able to offer a little bit deeper liquidity, both on the risk side and then on the which I think would allow, because they have so many different pairs, it would allow a lot more volume to flow into all these shit pairs. Because look, the amount of pairs that's under 100K is like more than 70% probably of what they have available. Now, I understand like the volume flows primarily through, let's say, Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, like the main dominant ones. Then you have another 20 that are like above 1 million, but anything under 1 million in volume is kind of like shitty. Might be opportunity there to harvest points, like I have no clue, but it seems very risky to getting in and out of positions if the volume is that low. And the funding rates are obviously resembling that, right? And like some of them are really volatile. Look at this breath. I saw some people, doing good trades there. That's heavy. So this is just from yesterday, 24 hours basically. Damn, pretty heavy down. That would have been a good trade as well, but these funding rates are also pretty interesting. I see some people making some good money on these funding rates and doing some arbitrage between them. But I basically haven't had enough time to investigate everything. Like, this is the reason I wanted to pursue it, because there's so many new different things to learn and I'm really enjoying it. But because it's all related to money and you're using actual money, I really want to think things through and sit on it sometimes a little bit, not too long, right? Because it's not that significant. But at the same time, it is a lot of data to process. I like this Netto chain as well. I have it open here. I'm not sure why I didn't do it. Maybe I couldn't sign up. Maybe I needed like a referral code or something. But I opened it and there was something wrong with it last night. So, and today I didn't have time to basically pursue it. It will be on my list for tomorrow. EdgeX, I'm going to open a bigger delta neutral position tomorrow on EdgeX, and then I could hedge it against Netto. That would be great. So then I have 5 total exchanges that are being farmed for points, some lower, some bigger. I just kind of want to see where the points are added up and where I am on the leaderboard. I think Variational has like 20,000 total traders, right? If I get 10 points and I'm 10,000, then I know it's like not that competitive. But if I get 10 points and I'm number, 18,880, then I know it's already pretty competitive. I would need to either do a lot more trades, a lot more volume, a lot more profits, whatever it is, to get ahead, right? And that's kind of why I'm sharing this, so you can see, what is this guy doing? How fast is he learning? What are the results? Is it worth your time pursuing this? And I think I'll be learning a lot of great things that I can share with you along the way on this journey. So if you're interested in that, feel free to, put a comment down below. Tell me what you're doing, which platforms you're using. You can definitely rest assured in the next video I will shout you out, because I need to know where to go, what else is out there. I'm just using this DeFi Llama perp list and there's so much on it, right? So yeah, we're enjoying it, I'm liking it, and if I find any golden nuggets, I will let you know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.